Thank you for watching this video. I'm your navigator, Hiro. In this video, I'll give you a comprehensive and detailed guide to accessing the Mount Fuji area, one of Japan's most iconic and beloved destinations. Over the years, I've received many questions in the comments of my previous Mount Fuji videos, especially about how to get there. So I created this video with one goal in mind, to make sure that by watching just this one video, you understand everything you need to know. Now, when you think of Mount Fuji, chances are you are picturing something like this. But between July and September, it actually looks more like this. And on warm days in spring, summer, and autumn, the summit is often hidden beneath clouds like this. In fact, Mount Fuji's appearance changes depending on the season and the time of day. That's why this video is packed with tips to help you enjoy Mount Fuji at its most beautiful. We'll compare different travel options based on your season, budget, rail pass, itinerary, and personal style, so you can choose what's best for you. If you're wondering how to get there, this video is made for you. Let Hiro, your travel navigator and transportation expert, guide you every step of the way. Before we dive into transportation options, there is something important we need to clarify. When people say, "I'm going to Mount Fuji," what exactly do they mean? Where are they going? And what will they do there? There are two main ways to enjoy Mount Fuji. 1. Climbing the mountain. And 2. Viewing the mountain. Climbing mountain is famous, but it's actually a limited activity only possible during a short summer season. On the other hand, viewing Mount Fuji is something people enjoy year-round, and that's the focus of this video. Still, for those who are curious, let me briefly explain the climbing experience. Mount Fuji stands at 3,776 meters, making it the tallest mountain in Japan. Because of its height, it's covered in snow for more than half the year. The official climbing season runs from early July to early September. Each year, around 200,000 people climb Mount Fuji, but most don't start from the base. Instead, they take a bus to the 5th station, located at about 2,300 meters, and begin their ascent from there. There are 4 main trails, with the Yoshida Trail on the north side being the most popular. The standard climbing style is a 2-day trip. Day 1, start from the 5th station around noon, hike to the mountain hut near the 8th station, and stay overnight. Day 2, leave the hut in the middle of the night. Reach the summit around 4 to 5 a.m. to watch the sunrise. Then descend and return to the 5th station by midday. Watching the sunrise from the summit is called Goraiko in Japanese, and it's considered a sacred and auspicious experience. The word Goraiko literally means honorable arrival of light, referring to the first rays of the sun appearing over the horizon. Some people attempt a 1-day climb known as bullet climbing, but this is risky due to altitude sickness. Authorities strongly advise against it. Also, due to increasing popularity, the Yoshida Trail now has entry restrictions. Starting in 2024, only 4,000 people per day can enter for the 5th station, 3,000 via advance reservation, and 1,000 on a day. If you have a hut reservation, you're exempt from this limit. And from 2025, a 4,000 yen entry fee will be required. Reservations for mountain huts are typically made through their websites. You can scan this QR code to access a list of hut websites. That's a quick overview of climbing Mount Fuji. But as mentioned earlier, this is only possible during a limited summer window. Now, let's explore the more popular way to enjoy Mount Fuji, viewing it. You may have heard of places like Kawaguchiko Ropeway, Chureito Pagoda, or Oishi no Hakkai. These are all scenic spots where you can admire Mount Fuji and take photogenic pictures. For centuries, Japanese people have revered Mount Fuji as a sacred symbol in Shinto belief. Even today, many refer to viewing Mount Fuji as worshipping it. While religious meaning has faded for most, the snow-capped triangular silhouette of Mount Fuji remains universally admired. It's been featured in countless artworks, including Hokusai's famous 36 views of Mount Fuji, which appear in Japanese passports. In 2013, Mount Fuji was registered as a UNESCO World Cultural Heritage Site as an object of worship and source of artistic inspiration. So, when is the best season to visit Mount Fuji? If you're climbing, summer is the time, but if you're viewing, summer is actually the least recommended season. Instead, autumn, winter, and spring are recommended. There are two key factors for enjoying Mount Fuji's view. 1. Snow on a summit, and 2. Clear air from base to peak. From July to October, the summit is bare, no snow. While that's great for climbing, many visitors hoping to see the iconic snow-capped Fuji end up disappointed. Typically, the first snowfall occurs in October or November. In 2025, it was observed on October 23rd. Snow coverage increases through winter, then gradually melts from May onward. By July, only faint streaks remain, and by August, the snow is completely gone. The second factor is air clarity. On warm days in spring, summer, and autumn, sunlight hits the ground, creating water vapor and clouds. From around 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Mount Fuji is often hidden behind clouds. So if you visit in summer, not only is there no snow, but the mountain itself may not be visible. If you must visit in summer, aim for early morning or late afternoon when clouds are thinner. Let me describe the seasonal highlights. In spring, Mount Fuji is framed by beautiful cherry blossoms, especially from mid to late April. The temperatures are mild, making it a comfortable season to enjoy the views. Summer is the official climbing season, but it's also the time when Mount Fuji loses its snow cap. Due to strong sunlight and rising humidity, clouds often cover the summit during the day. If you're visiting in summer, early morning and late afternoon offers you the best chance to see the mountain clearly. Autumn brings vibrant foliage, especially in November, and it's also the season for delicious local food. Yamanashi Prefecture, home to Mount Fuji, is Japan's top grape producing region and also wines, so it's great time to enjoy seasonal flavors. Winter offers the clearest air of the year, allowing you to see Mount Fuji in its most majestic form at any time of day. Just keep in mind, it can be extremely cold, so dress warmly if you plan to visit. Now let's talk about the most important factor in Mount Fuji sightseeing, the weather. If it's cloudy or rainy, you won't see Mount Fuji at all, and most activities lose their appeal. There are many tourist facilities, but without the mountain itself, you can't take that iconic photo you came for. So here is the golden rule. Check the weather forecast and visit on a sunny day. It's simple but absolutely essential. When looking at how people travel to Mount Fuji area, there seem to be two main styles. The first is hotel-based trip planned months in advance. In this style, travelers book accommodations near Mount Fuji months ahead of time. Because the travel dates are fixed, whether or not you actually see Mount Fuji depends entirely on the weather that day. It's a matter of luck. That said, people who choose this style often place high value on the experience of staying overnight itself. Even if Mount Fuji isn't visible, they still enjoy the resort atmosphere, hot springs, and meals as a part of their trip. In fact, the shores of Lake Kawaguchi, the main lake in the area, are lined with scenic hotels offering beautiful views. This style is often part of longer journey across Japan, including stops in Tokyo, Kyoto, and other cities. Many travelers come with the mindset of, if I got to see Mount Fuji, that's a bonus. The second style is a flexible day trip from Tokyo. Travelers stay in the Tokyo area and visit the Mount Fuji region only when the weather is clear. This style has a major advantage. You can adjust your plans based on the forecast. Since visibility is everything when it comes to Mount Fuji, being able to choose a sunny day makes a huge difference. Mount Fuji is just about 2 hours from Tokyo, and the main sightseeing spots are compact and easy to explore in a single day. That's why I recommend staying in Tokyo for 2 to 4 nights and planning your Mount Fuji visit based on the weather forecast and your mood. Tokyo and its surroundings offer plenty of other destinations like Kamakura, Nikko, and Hakone, as well as cultural attractions in the city that can be enjoyed rain or shine. So my advice is choose the sunniest day during your stay to visit Mount Fuji. And here's a little tip. If you really want the clearest possible view, try to go on a sunny day after it has just rained. The rain helps clear out dust and haze from the air, making Mount Fuji appear even more vivid and breathtaking. Just something to keep in mind. Worried about the transportation reservations? Don't worry, I'll share my recommended method later in the video. Now let me introduce 4 must-see spots for a Mount Fuji day trip. I'll also share a sample itinerary and discount passes to help you explore efficiently. Of course, there are many other hidden gems in the area, but these 4 are especially photogenic, widely loved, and perfect for first-time visitors. You may have heard of them already. They're iconic locations that define Mount Fuji sightseeing today. Rather than ranking them, I present all 4 as equal top recommendations. Number 1. Chureito Pagoda. This is one of the most popular spots in recent years. You can capture a classic Japan photo, a 5-story pagoda in the foreground, Mount Fuji in the background, and cherry blossoms in spring. The view over Fujiyoshida City is also stunning. Originally built as a war memorial, it has become a major tourist attraction. From Kawaguchiko Station, take the train 4 stops to Shimoyoshida Station, 15 minutes, 310 yen. Then, walk 20 minutes. You'll need to climb 398 steps, but there is also a paved path suitable for wheelchairs and strollers. Shimoyoshida Station itself has a retail design and is photogenic. Nearby, Honcho Street Shopping District offers another great photo spot, where Mount Fuji rises behind a nostalgic shopping street, creating a surreal sense of depth. Also, near the station, you'll find Yoshida Udon, a beloved local dish with thick noodles and rich broth. There are over 50 specialty shops in the city, known for their firm noodles and hearty toppings. My personal recommendation is a hidden gem called Genji. It's popular among locals, but it's still under the radar for international travelers. The soup is incredibly flavorful, and the meal costs just $3 to $5. They're open from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. and close on Mondays. It's only 10 minutes walk from Shimoyoshida Station. I've included a QR code linking to their Google Maps reviews. Please check it out. One important tip, as Mount Fuji's popularity continues to grow, a wave of newly opened restaurants has started appearing near major tourist spots, many of them targeting international visitors. Some of these places charge unusually high prices, despite offering mediocre quality, aiming to profit from travelers who may not be familiar with local pricing standards. They often rely on the assumption that a higher price means better quality, which can be misleading. So when choosing where to eat, I recommend looking for well-established local favorites or checking reviews in advance to avoid disappointment. Personally, I strongly recommend this traditional and delicious restaurant near Shimoyoshida Station mentioned above. Back to Chureito Pagoda. It's part of the public Arakurayama Sengen Park, so there is no entrance fee. During Cherry Blossom Festival in April, it gets extremely crowded and entry restrictions may apply. In other seasons, while still busy, you can enter freely. You'll find that spending around 15 to 30 minutes here is more than enough to enjoy the view, take photos, and soak in the atmosphere. It's a compact spot, so you won't need to set aside a large chunk of your day to appreciate it fully. If you're traveling in a small group, taking a taxi is also a good option, about 10 minutes and 1,500 yen. That's because trains in this area run only about once or twice per hour on average, including local and limited express train. And if you choose a limited express train, you'll need to pay an extra fee, which can make the trip more expensive. So, depending on your schedule and group size, a short taxi ride may actually be the more practical choice. Note, during the Cherry Blossom Festival, traffic jams are severe, so taxis are not recommended. At Kawaguchiko Station, taxis are always waiting and easy to catch. Sedan-type taxis can carry up to 4 passengers, and wagon-type taxis can carry 6 to 7. While most people assume you'll take the train, taxis are also a smart choice in terms of cost and convenience. To see what Chureito Pagoda actually looks like, check out the video I posted previously. Number 2. Oishi Park, a beautiful lakeside park on the northern shore of Lake Kawaguchi. You can enjoy stunning views of the lake and Mount Fuji. The Mount Fuji area features 5 lakes formed by the volcanic activity known as the Fuji 5 Lakes. Mount Fuji is still an active volcano with potential for the future eruptions. Lake Kawaguchi is the largest of the 5. By the way, you might notice 2 similar names used in this area, Kawaguchiko and Lake Kawaguchi. They actually refer to the same place. In Japanese, Kawaguchi is the name of the region, and ko simply means lake. So when you see station names, hotel listings, or sightseeing spots that say Kawaguchiko, you can interpret it as Lake Kawaguchi. They are interchangeable. Oishi Park is located on its northern shore and can be reached by taking the Sightseeing route bus from Kawaguchiko Station. About 30 minutes, 570 yen. The park features an open garden with seasonal flowers like herbs and kochia, which can be enjoyed year-round. Right in front of you is the vast Lake Kawaguchi, and beyond that stands the majestic 3,776-meter Mount Fuji. This is the perfect place to enjoy the lake and the mountain combination. Inside the park, there is a scenic cafe where you can enjoy light meals and sweets. From the stylish garden, you can take photogenic pictures of Mount Fuji and the lake. Like Chureito Pagoda, this is a public park, so there is no entrance fee, just the bus fare. Number 3. Lake Kawaguchi Sightseeing Boat, a 20-minute cruise around Lake Kawaguchi. While the ropeway I'll introduce next is more famous, I personally recommend this boat ride. It's a refreshing experience to view the majestic Mount Fuji while gliding across the lake. What I especially recommend is that this spot offers a great experience without the heavy crowds. Boats run every 30 minutes from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and you can usually board without waiting. Operating hours vary by season, so check the official website via the QR code for the latest schedule. The dock is located on the western shore of Lake Kawaguchi, just a 10 minutes walk from Kawaguchiko Station. The fare is 1,000 yen. It's a great value in terms of both cost and time. Number 4. Mount Fuji Panoramic Ropeway. This ropeway is one of the most well-known attractions in the area. And while the view is fantastic, you'll need to be prepared for serious crowd-related stress. Let me explain the facility first. The ropeway departs from the western shore of Lake Kawaguchi and climbs 220 meters in 3 minutes to the summit of Mount Tenjo, a small lakeside mountain. It's a compact ropeway with a standing capacity of about 30 people, operating every 5 minutes in alternating directions. Operating hours from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. with seasonal variations. You can check the latest schedule via the QR code on the official website. At the summit, you'll find an observation deck, a cafe, and attractions like a swing with a view. Many people hear the name Mount Fuji Panoramic Ropeway and mistakenly assume it climbs Mount Fuji itself, but that's not the case. Also, during the 3 minutes ride, Mount Fuji is hidden behind a mountain ridge, so you can barely see it. Think of this ropeway as a means of transportation to reach the summit of Mount Tenjo, where the actual viewing experience begins. The view from observation deck is truly beautiful. Just like at Chureito Pagoda, you can enjoy a sweeping panorama of the city below. However, the ropeway's limited capacity means it gets extremely crowded. From around 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., expect about 1 hour of waiting to go up. From early afternoon until the last ride, similar wait times occur for the descent. There is no fast pass or reservation system. You simply have to wait. Besides the stress of standing in line, you also need to worry about catching your return train or bus, which adds risk. Since the view is similar to Chureito Pagoda, my personal advice is, if you visit Chureito Pagoda, there is no need to take on the risk of visiting the ropeway. If you're still curious, check the Google Maps reviews via the QR code. And if you really want to go, here's my tip. Aim for early morning. From 9 a.m., trains and buses from Tokyo start arriving, and the area quickly fills with tourists. By 10 a.m., the ropeway queue reaches 1 hour wait. If you're staying overnight, wake up early and arrive at opening time, 9 a.m. Even for day trips, if you leave Tokyo early and arrive at Kawaguchiko station around 9 a.m., that's ideal. There is huge difference in queue lengths between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. You might think it's less crowded in the evening, but the downhill queue peaks then, with wait times exceeding 1 hour every day, so I don't recommend it. To enjoy this facility without stress, morning is best. When visiting Mount Fuji area, here's a little secret. Try to avoid both clouds and crowds. It may sound like a joke, but it's actually true. Clear skies and fewer people make all the difference. And this idea doesn't just apply to the Mount Fuji area. When people think of traveling in Japan, places like Kyoto, Kamakura, and Takayama often steal the spotlight. But if you're visiting Japan for the second or third time, I encourage you to explore some of the lesser-known, deeper destinations. There is so much more to discover beyond the usual tourist routes. This channel is here to help you do just that, offering insights and practical tips for a more meaningful journey. If that sounds like your kind of adventure, don't forget to subscribe. Let me introduce a sample itinerary for the Mount Fuji day trip. At 8 a.m., depart Tokyo. At 10 a.m., start your morning at Chureito Pagoda. After enjoying the photo spot at Honcho Street, have lunch with Yoshida Udon. Then take the train to Kawaguchiko Station. At 1 p.m., from there, walk to the sightseeing boat dock and enjoy a refreshing cruise across Lake Kawaguchi while viewing Mount Fuji, perfect for shaking off post-lunch drowsiness. At 2 p.m., after returning to the dock, take the bus to Oishi Park on the northern shore of Lake Kawaguchi. Stroll through the open garden and enjoy afternoon tea at the cafe inside the park. At 4 p.m., with wonderful memories in hand, take the bus back to Kawaguchiko Station and return to Tokyo. At 6 p.m., arrive in Tokyo. If you want to include the ropeway, the best plan is to wake up early and leave Tokyo in the morning, visiting the ropeway first. After that, enjoy the nearby sightseeing boat and Oishi Park, have lunch, and then finish your day by visiting the Chureito Pagoda and Honcho Strait. This is the best. So far, I've explained the basics of how to enjoy Mount Fuji and introduced the must-see spots you shouldn't miss. In the next part B, we'll move on to what is probably the part you are most curious about, how to get there, and what transportation options are available. Before we begin, let me make one thing clear. I'm not sponsored by any company, and I have no intention of criticizing any particular organization or service. Everything I share is based on my own experience and knowledge, with the goal of helping you enjoy a smooth and comfortable trip. I'll explain the best transportation options from a fair and practical perspective, so you can choose what works best for you. Please subscribe this channel and continue to the next part. Thank you so much for watching.